All around us, a silent and beautiful dance is taking place between plants and animals, pollination. This process is happening every day, often unnoticed, yet it is absolutely vital to life on Earth. As you walk through a garden, a field, or even a city park, you are surrounded by this intricate exchange where flowers and their pollinators work together in harmony. The colors, scents, and shapes of flowers are not just for our enjoyment, they are invitations, carefully crafted by nature to attract the perfect partners for this dance. Plants can't move, so to create seeds and fruits, they need help moving pollen from one flower to another. Pollen, the fine powder produced by flowers, contains the genetic material necessary for plant reproduction. But without a way to travel from one blossom to the next, most plants would never be able to produce the next generation. Some plants rely on the wind, but many depend on living creatures to carry their pollen for them. This is where pollinators come in: bees, butterflies, moths, hummingbirds, bats, and beetles. Each of these creatures has evolved unique ways to find and visit flowers, drawn by the promise of sweet nectar or nutritious pollen. Some, like bees, are covered in tiny hairs that trap pollen grains, while others, like hummingbirds, have long beaks perfectly shaped to reach deep into tubular flowers. As they search for nectar, they pick up pollen and deliver it to the next flower, enabling plants to reproduce. This transfer is often accidental, but it is incredibly effective. With every visit, a pollinator becomes a bridge between plants, ensuring that pollen finds its way to the right place. This is symbiosis. Both plant and pollinator benefit. The plant gets the help it needs to reproduce, while the pollinator receives food in the form of nectar or pollen. This mutual relationship has been refined over millions of years, creating a delicate balance in nature. The plant gets its pollen moved, and the pollinator gets a meal. For many pollinators, flowers are their main source of energy, and for some, like bees, pollen is also a vital source of protein for their young. This exchange is the foundation of countless food webs. This partnership has shaped our world, filling it with diverse flowers and vibrant life. The incredible variety of colors and forms we see in nature is a direct result of this ongoing collaboration. Without pollinators, our landscapes would be far less colorful and much less alive. When you see a bee or butterfly at work, you're witnessing a crucial part of the web of life. Pollinators sustain entire ecosystems. They help produce the seeds and fruits that feed birds, mammals, and even humans. In fact, about 1 out of every 3 bites of food we eat depends on pollinators. Their visits are not random. They're essential to the survival of countless species. Each pollinator has its own preferences and patterns, and together, they ensure that a wide variety of plants can thrive. This diversity supports healthy habitats and resilient ecosystems. Understanding this relationship is the first step to appreciating its importance. By learning about pollination, we can better protect these vital creatures and the plants that depend on them. Our own well-being is closely tied to theirs. It's a story of cooperation that holds a lesson for us all. Nature thrives on connection and teamwork, and pollination is one of its most beautiful examples. When we support pollinators, we support the entire web of life. The next time you see a pollinator, remember, you're seeing a connection that sustains life. Every flutter, buzz, and hover is a reminder of the invisible threads that tie us all together. Without pollinators, many plants would not survive. Our gardens, farms, and wild spaces would be emptier, and the food we rely on would be much harder to grow. The loss of pollinators would ripple through every part of the natural world. This ancient partnership is the foundation of our natural world. It has existed for millions of years, shaping the evolution of both plants and animals. The beauty and abundance we see today are the result of this ongoing relationship. Every flower, every fruit, owes its existence to this dance. From the smallest wildflower to the largest orchard, pollination is at the heart of growth and renewal. The story of pollination is a story of life thriving through partnership. It is a reminder that cooperation, not competition, is often the key to survival and abundance in nature. Let's take a closer look at the stars of this dance and discover how each one plays a unique and irreplaceable role in the ongoing story of life on Earth. When we think of pollinators, bees are the first to come to mind, and for good reason. These tiny insects have become symbols of hard work and cooperation, buzzing from flower to flower in a dance that supports life on Earth. Their presence in gardens, meadows, and orchards is a sign of a healthy, thriving ecosystem. Bees are the most efficient pollinators, with thousands of species from bumblebees to honeybees. Each species plays a unique role, adapted to different flowers and environments. From the large fuzzy bumblebee to the smaller agile honeybee, Their diversity ensures that a wide range of plants are pollinated. Their fuzzy bodies are perfect for trapping pollen as they collect nectar. Tiny hairs all over their bodies act like Velcro, picking up grains of pollen and carrying them from blossom to blossom. This simple act is the foundation of plant reproduction and food production. A single honeybee colony can visit millions of flowers in a day. Imagine the scale of their work. Thousands of bees leaving the hive at sunrise, each with a mission to gather nectar and pollen, returning again and again until sunset. Bees are methodical, often focusing on one flower type at a time, ensuring successful pollination. This behavior, called flower constancy, means that pollen is more likely to reach the right kind of flower, increasing the chances of fertilization and healthy seeds. Their dedication makes them the superstars of pollination. With every trip, they not only feed themselves and their hive, but also help plants reproduce, supporting entire food webs. Bees see ultraviolet patterns on petals, invisible to us, guiding them straight to nectar. Flowers have evolved these hidden signals to attract bees, creating a secret visual language that only pollinators can read. This secret language between flower and bee has evolved over generations. It's a partnership millions of years in the making, with each adapting to the other's needs for survival. The familiar buzz in your garden is the sound of essential work. It's a gentle reminder that nature's cycles are always in motion, even when we're not watching. Bees help produce much of our food and keep our landscapes blooming. Apples, almonds, berries, and countless other crops depend on their tireless efforts. Without bees, our grocery stores and farmers' markets would look much emptier. They are tiny gardeners, tending to the health of our planet. Their work supports not just human food, but also the wild plants that feed birds, mammals, and insects. Their tireless efforts keep the cycle of life going. From dawn to dusk, bees are on the move, ensuring that flowers bloom, fruits grow, and seeds are set for the next generation. Without bees, our world would look and taste very different. Fields would be less colorful, and many of our favorite foods would disappear. The loss of bees would ripple through ecosystems, affecting countless other species. They are truly nature's most famous workers. Their impact is far greater than their size, and their story is one of cooperation, resilience, and the power of small creatures to shape the world. Let's meet some of their fellow pollinators and discover the other unsung heroes that help keep our planet blooming. Butterflies bring grace and color to pollination, drifting from blossom to blossom. Unlike bees, they carry less pollen, mostly on their legs, and proboscis as they sip nectar. Butterflies are drawn to bright, flat flowers, perfect landing pads for feeding. Their long-distance flights help spread pollen between distant plants, boosting genetic diversity. Each butterfly's journey weaves the ecosystem together, one flower at a time. Watching a butterfly is seeing a vital connection in action. They are long-distance travelers with an important mission. Butterflies are gentle, beautiful, and essential to pollination. Their presence signals a healthy, balanced ecosystem. Plants can't call out, so they use color, scent, and shape to attract pollinators. Bright petals act as billboards. Different colors attract different pollinators. Bees love blues and yellows. Hummingbirds seek reds and oranges. Scent is a chemical invitation, guiding pollinators day and night. Some flowers release fragrance only at night for moths and bats. Flower shapes are tailored to their pollinators. Snapdragons for strong bees, honeysuckle for hummingbirds. Nectar is the sweet reward, fueling pollinators and ensuring they keep moving. Plants produce just enough nectar to keep pollinators visiting multiple flowers. Through color, scent, shape, and nectar, plants ensure their survival. The dance of life continues with every visit. Some plants and pollinators have evolved together so closely, they depend entirely on each other. Over millions of years, these relationships have become so specialized that the survival of one often hinges on the presence of the other. This remarkable process, known as coevolution, has shaped the natural world in fascinating ways. The yucca plant and yucca moth are a perfect pair. The moth pollinates the flower while laying eggs, and the plant provides food for the moth's young. Without the moth, the yucca cannot produce seeds, and without the yucca, the moth's larvae would have nothing to eat. Their destinies are completely intertwined, making them one of nature's most iconic partnerships. The fig tree and fig wasp are another duo. Each fig species has its own wasp, and their life cycles are intertwined. The wasp enters the fig to lay its eggs, pollinating the flowers inside. In return, the fig provides a safe haven and nourishment for the developing wasps. This mutual dependence is so precise that neither could exist in its current form without the other. These relationships are precise bargains, ensuring both partners survive. Each has adapted to the other's needs, creating a delicate balance that benefits both. The shapes of flowers, the timing of blooms, and even the colors and scents are often tailored to attract a specific pollinator. Even in our gardens, monarch butterflies and milkweed show this connection. The caterpillar feeds only on milkweed, and the butterfly pollinates its flowers. If milkweed disappears, monarchs struggle to survive, showing how fragile these links can be. By planting milkweed, gardeners can help support the entire monarch life cycle. These pairs are beautiful examples of coevolution. Across the world, countless plants and pollinators have formed similar bonds, each unique and essential to their ecosystems. Their stories reveal the creativity and complexity of nature. But if one partner disappears, the other is at risk. The loss of a pollinator can mean the end for a plant species, and vice versa. This delicate balance reminds us how vulnerable these relationships can be in a changing world. Such partnerships remind us how deeply interconnected life is. Every garden, forest, and meadow is a web of these connections, each thread vital to the whole. Nature's ingenuity is on display in every perfect pair. These duos are living proof of the wonders that arise when species work together. Protecting one means protecting both. By safeguarding these partnerships, we help preserve the intricate balance of life on Earth for generations to come. Pollinators give us more than beauty. They are the foundation of healthy ecosystems. When a bee pollinates a wildflower, it helps create seeds for the next generation, feeding countless creatures. About 1/3 of our food depends on animal pollinators: apples, strawberries, almonds, coffee, and more. Without them, our diets would be less varied and nutritious. Even cotton for our clothes and trees for our air rely on pollinators. Their work ripples out, supporting the systems that sustain us. A bee's visit connects forests, food, and the environment. The health of pollinators is tied to our own well-being. Appreciating this gift means protecting it. Our world is built on the tireless work of pollinators. Imagine a world with fewer flowers, fruits, and birds. A world without pollinators. Sadly, pollinator populations are declining worldwide. Habitat loss, pesticides, climate change, and disease all threaten their survival. Expanding cities and farms shrink their homes and food sources. Pesticides harm pollinators as well as pests. Climate change disrupts the timing between flowers and pollinators. Diseases and parasites weaken colonies, especially honeybees. Without pollinators, food chains would collapse and our diets would suffer. Landscapes would lose diversity and resilience. The silence in our gardens would signal a deeper environmental crisis. The threat is real and urgent, but there is hope if we act now. Protecting pollinators starts at home. Plant a pollinator-friendly garden with flowers that bloom from spring to autumn. Choose native plants. Local pollinators know them best. Avoid pesticides. Use natural pest control methods. Let part of your lawn grow wild, or plant herbs in a window box. Provide water and shelter. Bee hotels, brush piles, or shallow dishes. Support local organic farmers and spread the word about pollinator protection. Every small action creates a network of safe havens for pollinators. The story of plants and pollinators is a story of connection and hope. We are part of this web, and our choices matter. The threats are real, but so is our power to help. Every garden, every wildflower, every bee counts. By protecting pollinators, we protect our own future. Let's ensure their dance continues for generations to come. The future of this partnership is in our hands. Together, we can keep the world blooming.